Hi, my name is Kim Baker, and I'm President and CEO of Kentucky Performing Arts. We may be shut in, but the arts are not shut down. That's why we're happy to bring you KPA at Home. KPA at Home showcases local and regional artists, connects artists with their audiences, and provides paying gigs for performers whose livelihood has been impacted by COVID-19. We want to thank Brown-Forman for their support of this series and for all they do to keep the arts alive in our community. We hope you enjoy the show, are healthy and hopeful, and we look forward to the day we can be together again. Thank you.
We are Rannygazoo, and we're going to sing now. Oh, what a terrible blow! Congress said liquor must go. It's not the drinking that's got me thinking, that's not what worries me so. I don't mind losing my pals, but think of the beautiful gals. After the country goes dry, goodbye wild women, goodbye. How on earth do you expect to win 'em unless you get a little bit of good liquor in 'em? Or the girlies will start to act shy right after the 1st of July. Then every night you'll see many a sinner taking his own little wifey to dinner. The minute the country goes dry, goodbye wild women, goodbye. Now it's wine, women, and song, but soon you'll find it's all wrong. When they cut wine out, you'll quickly find out women will follow along. Oh, what a terrible shame. The wild women all will grow tame after the country goes dry. Goodbye, wild women, goodbye. How on earth do you expect to win 'em unless you get a little bit of good liquor in 'em? The girlies will start to act shy right after the 1st of July.
They may be chic, but just cut out their liquor.
And it's a cinch they will never get chicker the minute the country goes dry.
Goodbye, wild women, goodbye. Well, I hope that worked.
That was our insouciant laugh, as if to say, what a fun song. We just figured that one out and have scarcely played it tonight at all.
So, as you may know already, we are Rannygazoo, Rannygazoo. If you would like to reach us somehow to send a little gratuity, you can do that.
You're perfectly welcome to do
Venmo,
so in any of
Patreon,
these.
Ko-Fi. But you don't have to.
Yeah,
We're
things are
having
tough
a
all
good
over.
time. We're hoping
We are.
that you're going to have a good time.
Now, this is excitingly produced, sponsored by Brown-Forman and the Kentucky Performing Arts, because, as is obvious, when you see a vocal duo with an acoustic ukulele, what you think is they need to be playing Whitney Hall.
The big house.
The big houses.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone agrees with you. You're not the first person to think this. But we can't be there right now at Whitney Hall. We can't be at Old Forester Paris Town Hall. We can't be at the scenic Brown Theater, where we obviously belong and will inevitably, eventually play. I mean, I think so. Don't you? Your cards and letters, I mean, could only make it happen quicker. But since we can't be there tonight for all kinds of obvious legal and medical reasons, we have a way that you can put us there, besides aforementioned cards and letters. We have a means whereby you can put us in any glorious Carnegie level venue.
In post.
The deli, I mean. That you'd like to put us in post.
Are the people saying anything
In fact, they are
about,
saying
like,
things.
can they still hear us and see
yes, yes. We are apparently audible.
Good, good.
Because a lot of people seem very upset, so that must mean they can hear us.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
That's true.
This is a song about traveling because you have to go somewhere to get anything done, not the opposite, which we're living through right now. Oh yeah, we've just got word that we can be heard and can't be seen.
Yay!
So, apologies. This song is about doing just that. It's about traveling. It's about getting out of the house for a good time. So, if you'd like to put some palm trees and white
that
sand
would be
beaches
nice.
behind us,
On our
feel
green
free
screen.
to do that. Or if you just want to close your eyes, believe me, we understand. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is by Irving Berlin. It's from 1920.
Not so far from here, there's a very lively atmosphere. Everybody's going there this year, and there's a reason. The season opened last July. Ever since the USA went dry, everybody's going there, and I'm going too.
I'm on my way to Cuba. That's where I'm going. Cuba, that's where I'll stay. Cuba, where wine is flowing, and where dark-eyed Stellas light their fellas, Panatellas. Cuba, where all is happy. Cuba, where all is gay. Why don't you plan a wonderful trip to Havana? Hop on a ship and I'll see you in CUBA. Take a friend's advice. Drinking in a cellar isn't nice. Anybody who has got the price should be a Cuban. Have you been longing for the smile that you haven't had for quite a while? If you have, then follow me and I'll show the way.
I'm on my way to Cuba.
Why don't you do your drinking like a
That's
Cuban
where I'm going.
instead of hiding in a cellar?
Cuba.
Since Prohibition, tell me, pal, how
That's
you
where I'll
been?
stay.
A very frightened little fella.
Cuba.
Why don't you pour it from the bottle
Wine's
instead of a tiny silver flask? Drink your scotch, rum, and gin where the dries can't get in. The finest bars are there, cigars are there that only are made in Cuba.
I've never been a drinker,
where all
fella.
is
I've never
happy.
smoked a panatella. But I'm a sheep who likes to be where all is gay.
So let us leave our cares and troubles behind and tell them our new address is where they stay up late and drink till they're blind. Blind, but nevertheless they're glad to see you in CUBA. Why don't you travel with us on the train or a bus to Miami, where we can begin to plan a wonderful trip on a plane or a ship that'll take us from Florida to Havana. See you in CUBA. Thank you. Thank you. We quote you because you say that when we stop. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's scoot it out.
There.
The screen is
We don't
on
want the people to forget who we are, so that when they call the
Also-
authorities, they can.
Green screen
know that-
green is not flattering to the...
No. We're trying to be supportive and, I guess you say, part of the glorious morale
Right.
movement that is keeping green lights lit everywhere. And so we have chosen our...
Kentuckyotic?
Kentuckyotic, yes. Statriotic.
Statriotic.
Well,
that's
we're a
nice.
Commonwealth. I don't think that works.
Commonwealthiotic.
Well, commonwealthy would be nice. We're more common than wealthy, but we'll take it. I'm going to take a sip of water.
Yes, please do.
So we found this next song on the wall at a particular favorite watering hole of ours in downtown Louisville. Under downtown Louisville. And because I'm personally incapable of seeing a piece of decorative sheet music without wondering what the song is like, we went and found the song. And we were very excited. I feel like I already told this story, but I realized no one heard it. We were very excited to discover that this song, unlike most aged songs with Kentucky in the title, did not immediately turn racist like the second word in, which almost always happens. Almost always, except for this one. It's very exciting. Because as I said this before too, because people have accused us of being a nostalgia act, and we're not nostalgic people. While we do enjoy, the sartorial sense of the 1920s, I think everyone agrees, is impeccable. The clothes looked very nice.
They're super
but,
cute.
There are lots of eras that is true of that we would not want to live in, would we? No, we would not. I like air conditioning and dental hygiene. And
I'm a fan.
General progression of social norms in the direction that they've gone in. So that's probably, to be clear, don't you wish you lived back then? I do not. I in no way. For starters, because it is an essential business, I can get a drink right now in Kentucky if I want to, which was not true unless one went through a lot of trouble or traveled to Cuba. So we're going to sing both this song that we found on the wall of a watering hole and a song about said watering hole right together because they happen to be in the same key, and why pause when I've talked enough, right? That's close enough. Sing it high, sing it low, tell the world, here I go, I'll talk in Kentucky and smile. When you're blue through and through, telling you what to do, just talk in Kentucky and smile. I can't stop, I'm gonna hop on a flyer.
Hear the doggies bow and the old morale from Mariah.
Skies are blue overhead, grass is blue. That's my bed, I'll tuck in Kentucky and smile. This is a perfect time for you to get up and dance. If you're by yourself, there's a foot of distance between us. You should think that you're joining us, yes? Trousers all rolled up around my shin,
Ready to wade in a tub full of gin. Gonna do what we want.
not what we oughter. Come rain, come shine, come juniper vine, come hell or high water.
No sign on the pavement, no knob on the door.
Don't ask round about it, no one been there before. Where the janitor dances
With the congressman's daughter,
where hips get the jitters from 2 shakes of bitters, come hell or high water. That trumpet man, he's getting paid, he's not gonna stop.
lest there come a flood or fire from Hades, or a raid by the cops.
So ladies, don't feel like you need to be ladies.
Afraid he's gonna play till the dawn or till the sirens come on. So all you sirens, come on and come on.
Raise up your hands and raise up your glasses. Add lime and sugar and shake your distilled molasses. 'Cause there's no place that's wetter, no place that's hotter. Putting feet to street 'cause I need one heat, come hell or high water. is, 'cause there's no place that's wetter, no place that's hotter, putting feet to street, 'cause I need one heat come hell or high water. One more shot of rum for the wagon comes, come hell or high water.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For the Gracie Allen fans
That's right. I'm sure
who
there's
enjoy a
plenty
good
of Gracie
running
Allen
Gracie
fans
Allen
out there.
catchphrase from the 30s, clearly.
I'm going to take a little break.
Oh, do well. I
Drink
would not
some
like to
water
bother
for a
you.
minute. And Greg is going to do a little...
We found this song, yes. We found this. Oh, thank you. Abigail, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to make you appreciate. My voice is here to make you appreciate how lovely Abigail's is. So if you hear just mine for a moment, you go, oh, where's the lady? If only you knew.
There's no lady here.
This is why she also needs time off. We need to get her blood sugar back to a reasonable level. Found the song very recently. It's from 1920. It was written by Irving Bebo. Yes, that's his name. And the words by Al Wilson. It is utterly inconsequential. It is clearly a dated song that has nothing to say to anything that could possibly be going on now. Just some dead song from the mildewed basement of sheet music that that we dig through now and again, and in no way could possibly speak to any possible current event. It's called I've Got the Profiteering Blues. I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling bad. Went to see my doctor today. The doctor said the trouble's gone to your head and you must take my advice right away. I know just what's wrong with you. Medicine will never do. I've had a lot of patients with the same complaint, and when he told me what was wrong with me, I thought I would faint. I've got the profiteering blues. I've got the profiteering blues. High prices make me sick, for all my clothes are worn through. I'll have to dress like Adam, but what else can I do? I've got the profiteering blues. I can't afford to buy a pair of shoes. Every time I get a raise, I laugh with glee. Then along comes my landlord to take it from me. It seems the more I make, the more they take. I got the profiteering blues. Long, long ago, prices were low, but that is like a dream now to me. Now a little pay would go a very long way. A loaf of bread now is a luxury. I'm disgusted through and through. Here's what I would like to do. Just like Rip Van Winkle, I would like to sleep until the cost of living once again is cheap. I've got the profiteering blues. I've got the profiteering blues. Every time I get a raise, I laugh with glee, but then along comes the landlord to take it from me. Seems the more I make, the more they take. I've got those profiteering blues. Again, another dead song from the pile. Abigail's
You may
back.
have seen
Abigail's
me
back.
run out in the hallway because there's nothing like taking a break from singing to drink some water to have it go down the wrong side.
Oh, that's perfect.
And need to have a coughing fit in the other room. Live performance.
Live
kids.
performance.
You never know what's gonna happen.
You don't.
What's next? Oh.
This is one. This is two actually from the mid 1920s that we kind of scrunched together.
We do enjoy scrunching.
We
the
do
songs
like the
together.
scrunching because they have the occasional resonance you see when you whack them into each other, like coconuts. So one of these, I should note that late in the Prohibition, in 1929, there was a thing called the Jones Act, which also called the Increased Penalties Act, which, if my notes are correct, increased penalties. It just sort of dimly gets mentioned, and I don't want to just randomly say the word Jones, and you go, what? Though you may regardless.
Although you could also footnote the heck out of all of these songs.
You could, but they would be
and
much
he does
longer.
it with me.
You ready?
I'm ready.
There's no need to disagree. See, we could work that into a segue if we thought. Anyway.
No use to argue anymore, sweetheart. When two can't live as one, they have to part. I'm tired of your ways and actions too. Just like the tide, I'm drifting away from you. That's true, 'cause we don't get along and we won't get along.
So let's agree to disagree.
All my pleading you seem to ignore. I try to please, but I won't try anymore.
Once you used to be nice, now our love's cold as ice.
So listen, dear, between you and me,
Our honeymoon is through.
there's just one thing to do.
Let's agree to disagree. Things nowadays are mighty tough. Nobody's making money. The cops are getting rough. Jones, cut out all the liquor. Cut out all the gin and cut out all the money, and that's a doggone sin now. Ain't nothing doing what you're thinking about. It ain't no use to leave it, 'cause they're posted on your route. Oh, it's dry right now, but it's going to get wetter. I'm gonna stay right here till times get better. Oh, it's dry right now. Going to get wetter. I'm gonna stay right here until the times get better.
Your love is not as in the days of yore, and Loveland isn't Loveland anymore. I'm leaving you, and there's good reason why. I'm on my way, but still I wish you good luck. Goodbye, 'cause we don't get along, and we won't get along.
So let's agree to disagree.
All my pleading you seem to ignore. I try to please, but I won't try anymore.
Once you used to be nice, now our love's cold as ice.
So listen, dear, between you and me,
Our honeymoon is through.
There's just one thing to do.
Let's agree to disagree.
I think we've got time for what? One more?
Do one more?
I'm watching.
I think so. I don't know when we started.
Started about
25 till.
Yeah, I think it was around there.
And then there was a little vamping. So we can do this one, and this one's short. We'll see how we feel about vamping after.
All right. Also, I just
this goes.
feel the need to point out the joy of doing these at home is that I'm barefoot right now.
There's no one who could really make you... Well, that's not true at all. I was going to say there's no one who could make you wear shoes while we're performing, but we tend to perform in places with health codes. Our house does not have one.
No, we don't have one here. Maybe we should. No, we're pretty healthy. We're both feeling good. I hope you're all feeling good.
We do.
All right. Oh, well, this one is perfect because usually at this time of year we would be ramping up for some derby festivities.
Usually we would be hiding in our house anyway.
We would be doing that.
The two of us, yes, because
Louisville would be ramping
yes,
up for derby.
correctement. But we would be doing exactly what we're doing now, which is hiding in an upstairs room with the shades pulled, because we are the Oncelers and Grinches. To mix our Susian metaphors. Yeah. This is a song that is exactly, precisely, and only about a racehorse.
That's right.
And any other thought that may come into your mind is mistaken, wrong, and bad.
On you.
It makes you
That's
a bad
your fault.
person. This is Imogene, by the way. She's a fairly new
Actual
member
cigar
of the
box.
household. Yes,
Pretty cool.
but so much more.
But noisy with the amp.
Yeah, a little bit. Noisy with the cuff link, actually. All right, shall we?
Yes.
This makes it horsier. Nellie wasn't pretty for a working horse, but she always worked extra hard. She tired of the city and of circling round the course, so she retired to a little farmyard. She never said much about her old life, but if you bribed her with a little hay, and she was in the mood to tell a tale or two, here's what Nellie might say.
He started slow and rode me easy, and he was finished in 2 minutes' time. He never used a spur and he never used a crop, never asked if I'd prefer to go or if I'd rather stop. Some rode best when the turf was wet and some when it was dry. Some rode me rough to show their stuff, some hardly had to try. But he started slow and rode me easy and was finished in 2 minutes' time. Babe, what's your hurry? He was finished in 2 minutes' time. Now I worked once for a fireman, not as bad as you would think. He'd point me toward his water pump, but couldn't make me drink. That milkman made good money. He bought me a hat with flowers, but he had to bring the cream around at the most ungodly hours. But all day now behind that plow, oh, I can hardly bear it. He thinks I'll sweat and strain for him for just a stub of carrot. Bring me the one that started slow and rode me easy and was finished in 2 minutes' time. Just got right to it, he was finished in 2 minutes' time.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
That's a the encore. Why, yes, we could.
What?
We do
Do
have
we
just
have
enough time to do one more brief
Maybe one
little
quick
ditty, just
little
a
song.
short, just a quick, just a tiny, just a short. Again, we are and have been and shall be Rannygazoo.
Rannygazoo!
You're welcome to tip away at Venmo, at Patreon, at Ko-Fi or Coffee, or we don't really know. It's Ko-Fi.
And
We're
thank you to Kentucky Performing Arts.
so much, and to
I know
Brown-Forman
this has been a
for
struggle this
sponsoring
evening,
all
but
this.
Thank you.
Tomorrow night is Mark Charles. The next night is
Bridget,
Kaylin. The next night,
I think she's Wednesday.
and then the drums, and then Ben. And there's a whole thing up
There's
that
stuff.
tells what because I barely know what night we were on, much less what night everyone else is on.
Yeah.
Trust the internet in this instance,
But
and
go
not this
follow
secondary
Kentucky
source.
Performing Arts, and you'll be able to find the whole schedule. They're doing a whole bunch of lovely entertainment for y'all.
It will be grand and glorious and last for 4 weeks, solid. I mean, a half an hour at a time. It's not.
Oh,
It's not an all-day thing. It's not a marathon. It's a sprint. Several sprints. Oh, they're thanking us for the encore. As if somehow it was demanded of us by the people. You see, this is as much
Play it real
applause
quick.
as we ever hear. All right.
We should need to wrap up.
Another 1920, another Irving Glenn, not about anything. Another piece of outdated slang that we dearly love. There she goes. Just take a glance at her. There she goes. Go have a dance with her ere she goes. She's got a devil in her dancing toes.
Beneath her stylish clothes, a little bit of her ankle shows, which makes a hit with her dancing bows. And that's the reason everybody knows.
She's a syncopated vampire, just a syncopated vamp.
Among 100,000 acres of American shoulder shakers, she's the champ.
This little jazzy Cleopatra, as the people gazing at her,
She sticks to her partner like a penny postage stamp.
if you've ever had a foxtrot with a syncopated vamp,
You'd say she's like a lot of liquor, for your vision begins to flicker like a lamp.
she doesn't wink at the boys, she's much bolder. She only flirts with her shoulders, so they call her the syncopated vamp.
You'd say she's like a lot of liquor, for your vision begins to flicker like a lamp.
She doesn't wink at the boys, she's much bolder. She only flirts with her shoulders, so they call her the syncopated vamp.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We are Rannygazoo, and we are Ranny's gone.
Randy's gone.